Hello, future chartered accountants. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Divya this side, Hare Krishna Radhe Radhe. I'm a CA finalist and I cleared my CA intermediate examination in May 2025 with exemption in 5 subjects out of 6. And currently I'm pursuing my CA articleship from PwC, which is one of the big fours. And today's video is about tax strategy, which became a nightmare for CA inter students because even from my attempt, May 2025, tax has been asked really hard. I mean, in group 1, tax is the one of the nightmare subject, and group 2, it used to be audit, but now it has become FMSM. FMSM has become a nightmare for students. So I'm going to cover FMSM in the very next video. So stay tuned and stay connected with this channel. And apart from it, let's first talk about direct tax, which is in group 1. So first and foremost, guys, you should I think people are mostly worried about the subject rather than actually learning it and studying it. Okay, in group 1 we have accounts, we have law, and we have tax. So basically accounts is more of like we have done an 11-12 standard, so we kind of have a grip on that subject from that start, right? So I don't think many students actually faces problem with accounts. And coming to law, we have gotten a basics of law. We have understood it in our foundation, my bad. So we are a little bit familiar with that subject. But when it comes to tax, first and foremost, you guys misunderstand that subject. Like I've seen a lot of students, even including me, I got to know about this in the very last day of my exams, but I'm going to share it with you so that you can prepare well for it, because since your exam in September, and this video is going to be coming out before mid-July. So yeah, I'll tell you guys one thing, that if you are learning concepts, if you are very clear with your concepts in text, that is not only the one way that you can ace the exam. Because see, without solving the questions, the learning of concepts is of no use. Because just imagine you have learned 1,000 concepts, because there are a lot of concepts in our tax book. Okay, like I'm specifically talking about direct tax right now. And in direct tax, if you see, there are a lot of concepts in the book, but solving the questions should be a necessity. I am not saying you to waste your entire day doing concepts. My whole point right now is, since your exams are approaching and not very far, you should quickly revise your concepts. Your concepts should not be on the side that should take a lot of your time. You should quickly revise them, and then you should go to your question solving, because without solving question, you are not going to get any idea of how to approach a question in the examination, right? So for solving questions, if you want some suggestions, you can check out Amit Mahajan sir ki Super 30, Super 75 questions ki videos. He has make you solve a lot of questions. And you know what, sometimes when you feel like no, I don't want to solve anything, I just cannot even pick up my pen to write a word, not even a ABCD I cannot write with my pen. So at that time, while having lunch, while well chilling while having lunch, or maybe afterwards whenever you're taking your free time, you can rather do what is, you can just open up a video on YouTube of Amit Mahajan sir, or maybe Bhavar Burana sir, whosoever teacher you're referring to. Personally, which teacher helped me a lot during my question solving process. Like it used to be like so tiring for me to solve questions after revising all the concepts. So what I used to do was, I used to watch Amit Mahajan sir ka video, and there were like Super 30 questions. So I would pick any 3 questions in that video, and I would not see those questions solving, and I would rather solve it by myself, and then I would go to the video and check it, like how did I make the right approach, or I used to match my approach with how sir solves it. Okay, so that thing really helped me. And apart from that, those 3 questions, the 27 questions, I used to watch sir solving. And even when you see somebody solving the question, you get that into mind. You're not dumb that you're not understanding whatever the teacher is solving, right? So whatever the teacher do, the first point they take, it really helps to interpret the question. Because when you are seeing from teacher's perspective, when you are seeing how a teacher solves the question, that really helps you in your examination. So I used to see like sir picks up this point pehle, and then he if there's something that he thinks ki isme kuch there would be some crazy adjustment, then he would star it on the question paper only, like sort of that things that really helped me. Okay, so you can also take that one thing from this video, that even if you don't feel like solving questions, because of course DT is a vast thing, it's not a small subject. Or maybe I know it comes with GST, but still it's a big subject in itself. So I completely agree that you can't go on solving each and every question, and which should not be done also, because that's going to take a lot of your time. Sorry. Then there were like Super 75 also of Amit Mahajan sir I used to watch, and in that also I used to take out some 5-7 questions that I think I would solve by myself, and I would do it. And even sometimes when out of those 5-7 questions, I used to audit 1 or 2 questions, like not actually solving it, but seeing their solutions, like reading one adjustment and thinking in my mind like what could be its answer in the book, and then just checking it with the like kind of audit thing you can do with your some of the questions. And apart from it, at least watch your teachers solving the question, so you can get an idea of solving it. And about if you want any suggestion from concepts for concepts ka revision, so I would suggest you can go for Bhavar Bharana sir ke videos, because he has covered almost every video, every chapter in his videos, in which he is teaching you all the concepts and very quickly. Okay. And sometimes those chapters like e-way bill, if I come to GST part, e-way bill, and the last wale jo bhi chapters hai hamare tax invoices, all those chapters can be done by just by their questions, because I think there are a niche question framing from those chapters. So you should not rather waste your entire time learning the chapter, what is the concept one and one thing, going deeper into it, because the ICI itself does not go really deeper into it. So you can rather do what is solve the questions whatever has been given, and you can refer PYQs also. So that's my take for DT, and I told you a little bit about GST also, but now gonna cover GST as well. So in GST, guys, you have to be very clear what are your important concepts. Like, you can't go on learn each and everything. I'm repeating this, you can't go on covering each and every part of your syllabus, because that is not practically possible. And even if it would have been possible, right now looking at the time constraints that you have, only 2 months in your hand, not even 2 months entire. So I would suggest that you the those that are really important, those have more weightage. And if you can analyze the PYQs and MTPs and RTPs, you can have, not RTPs I would suggest at this point, I would say PYQs and MTPs. You'll see there are some chapters which are asked in every single attempt. So I'll tell you some of the very important chapters in GST that are time of supply, value of supply, and even this exemption wala chapter. I don't know why people leave it, like it's quite a huge big chapter, but somewhat I feel exemption is one of the most important chapter of GST. So you should not at any cost should leave it. You should try to cover it. भले ही तुम उसके अंदर you don't go on do each and everything, but at least cover the most important ones. And I think to cover the most important ones, you can refer the videos of your teachers like Amit Mahajan sir or maybe Bhavar Bharana sir. See, I am mostly talking about these two teachers because I have done almost my DT IDT from these teachers only. For IDT, I mostly referred Vishal Bhattar sir ke videos. It was absolutely amazing. Like the concept teaching, unka jo concept padhane ka tarika hai, that was on next level. So I would suggest to go for, in GST, you can for concepts you can go for Vishal Bhattar sir, and even he has covered some videos on like solving questions also. So you can, for question solving, you can go for his videos. It's completely fine and really helpful. Okay, so let's talk about GST. Although I've already said a lot about GST while talking about DT, but yeah, let's dive a little bit more deeper into it, because I think when DT can give you a lot more about the real life concepts that are applicable, and I think DT has a lot to learn for sure. But now since your exams are approaching, it's more of like scoring good marks that matters a lot more than learning it completely in out. And even in GST, I would say GST could be a really scoring subject if you really take it into right direction or right path, I would say. So in GST, there were some chapters I already discussed that are really important and are not worth skipping. So try to cover all those chapters. Even in the what I think is the module 1 has more weightage than module 2, of course, and the later chapters of module 2 has a very less weightage. So you guys should not skip it, I would say, but you should rather learn all the questions that have been asked previously, and those which has been ticked as important by your teachers. Like for reference, I usually referred Vishal Bhattar sir ke videos during my CA Inter preparation of GST subject. Like for concepts, his videos are completely absolutely perfect. I am not doing any promo, guys. I'm not getting any money for telling you this, to be really very honest at this point. And apart from it, for the questions, Vishal Bhattar sir has covered many videos for questions also. So I would suggest that you can refer the videos of particular faculty that you are that you find comfortable with. And then for solving questions, you can just get a question bank and solve it by yourself, and then you can audit it with what your teacher has given in solution. Or if you are a little bit lazy like me, then you can see your teacher solving the questions, but make sure that you are solving 4 to 5 questions in every 50 questions, because that's in exam your teacher will not come to solve the answers, of course. Sorry if I'm sounding like a English teacher, but yeah, it is what it is. Nobody will come to your exam and solve it, so make sure you are solving at least 4 to 5 questions out of those 50 questions. Yeah. And one more thing that I completely believe in is manifestation, of course, but without putting efforts, manifestation is nothing and just an imaginary thought you are implanting in your mind, but which doesn't have a seed also. So manifestation without putting efforts is nothing, but if you are putting efforts, so just write down in the comment section that you're going to clear your CA group 1 if it is left, and both the groups if you are appearing for both, and you're gonna score exemption in tax. And if you are very confident about all your subjects, then just write in the comment section that yes, I'm going to clear my CA intermediate examination with exemption in all the subjects. So yeah, just make sure that. And yeah, so apart from it, let me tell you one more thing, guys. I have seen a lot of students are worrying about tax subject. They are finding it really difficult to tackle it, but somewhat I believe is it's in your mind. If you are making it so big in your mind, then it's going to become so big. Just imagine it, just take it as just another subject that is there in your group 1. Okay, just like accounts, it's also a more of the concepts are theoretical, but the application of those concepts is completely practical, guys. And I think you guys are absolutely amazing at practical, so no need to worry at all. Just do your concepts a little quicker and take a little bit more time in solving questions, understanding in how many ways they can frame it. At this point, rather than stressing out, it's better to prepare for it, and prepare really well today, that you score definitely an exemption. If you score good marks, you also get an edge in your articleship also. You get to tell many people that you have scored exemptions. Even we take it as, it's always a compliment, because since getting 5 exemptions is a good deal. It's not a biggest great deal. Of course, there are all India rankers who are scoring this good marks, but always scoring good is always somewhat in your favor. It works out in good ways always. So yeah, that's from my side. Let me sum it up for you. For DT direct tax, try solving more and more questions, but also keep your good grip on your concepts for sure, but learn concepts a little quicker and give your more time to the question solving. And if you are a little bit lazy kind of person like me, then you should refer at least watch at least videos of your teachers on YouTube that is available, in which they are solving questions like Super 30, Super 75, or maybe all those things. Even concepts, maybe agar you are feeling very lazy to go through the concepts, try to watch the videos, at least the revision videos that are available on YouTube. That will be really helpful to you. And that's for DT from my side. And for also, one more thing for DT is the 14 mark question is a compiler of everything. So make sure that you're at least solving 5 to 6 questions in your not in 1.5 date necessarily, but before your exam starts, like accounts ka exam start hone ke pehle, when you'll be preparing for all those subjects one more time, the revision or something, then at least try to solve 6 to 7 questions of 14 marks. At least it will take you 3 to 4 hours to solve those questions, and if you can solve it in the lesser time, you are a champion already. So yeah, apart from it, why am I asking you to solve 14 mark question? Because that's really important. Of course, that is the first question of yours, which is compulsory also, and somewhat solving that question can help you navigate through all the chapters that are there in your DT. And I would definitely not suggest you to leave the small chapters. Like आप वो बड़े chapters की धगश में आप छोटे chapters भूल जा रहे हो, that should not happen. You should be doing clubbing of income वाला chapter, the whatever income should be considered in which assessees, that total income of assessee, somewhat that chapter, and even that residential chapter. All these comes for 4 marks, 4 questions of 4 marks each have been asked. 16 marks you can get in your hands just by referring small chapters, which doesn't even take your most of the time. Like you can take 45 minutes to revise the concepts, plus solving their most of the questions, like auditing their questions, maybe not exactly solving them, so auditing their questions. So yes, definitely don't lose your that 16 marks as well. And this is my take for DT. And for GST, I would suggest that try to go with concepts. I would suggest that give your equal time to the concepts and questions in GST, because GST has a little bit more of theoretical substance into it. So try to do the concepts from your favorite teacher, my was Vishal Bhattat sir. So that's for GST. Focus both on the concepts and questions. I'll just tell you one thing: without questions, there is no meaning of concepts. Like even if you read them 1,000 times, if you're not solving a question, you're not gonna get to understand how to approach and how to interpret a question. Okay, and similarly, without just solving questions and without having a backing of concepts, your questions are meaningless, because questions can be made in 1,000 ways, because we have 1,000 concepts. And I believe you can't go through all the 1,000 questions a day before examination. So that's when the concepts helps. I believe that quickly revising concepts and then solving questions will help you a lot more. And yes guys, that is from my side. And any further help that you think you required from me, just comment down below and tell me whatever strategy you want for another subject. I would come up with that video as well. I'm planning to make another video for FMSM subject as well. So yeah, you can put your suggestions right there in comment section. Whichever subject you want me to cover next, I'll come up with that as well. So yeah guys, all the very best and 4 दिन आपके बार एग्जाम्स में. Tada, bye bye.